This game has perfect moments of shining. It also has perfect moments of failing. We're going to break that down in this review of Marvel Avengers.
Wait, aren't you gonna say the thing?
What?
You know, Avengers Assemble.
This is the new live service game brought to you by the folks at Square Enix and Eidos Montreal. You might know them as the members that did Deus Ex Mankind Divided. With that being said, this being a live service game, you should already be kind of used to it by already playing Destiny or The Division or games like that. You kind of already know what this game has to offer when it comes to the core mechanics. For those who do not know, when you go into these open world, shared world experiences, you're grinding out for loot, doing raids, doing dungeons, doing missions over and over again to get the better loot, get better gear, to do the harder missions, to do everything on a more challenging difficulty. The gameplay has you going through semi-open world areas, through semi-corridored areas, to fight enemies, get through objectives, either with friends or without friends. This game can be played 100% solo or with people if you want to, whether random or you can invite your friends. I think this is a fantastic take on your loot-based dungeon crawlers, your live service gameplays. And I think it adds a little bit more of a flair to it because you get to do it with the Marvel Avengers characters. It has the movement trajectory where you're jumping, running, climbing on top of everything while moving through this world to get to an objective or to find a side piece of armor or to find a person to save in the corner that is off the beaten path, but you can change what you want to do to go and take care of them. You have freedom with it, which is awesome. The combat is by far one of the best parts about this game, where you have to dodge, you have to fight, you have everything's done more in a real time versus doing it all with Q button prompts. If you are getting attacked, you can block, which will stun all the enemies around, and then you can fight them out that way. You have health and armor that you can pick up to heal yourself to keep that combat going. There is a problem I have with this combat, is sometimes the game does not know whether or not it wants you to defend an objective or to attack every enemy that's around. For a perfect example, there are plenty of times in this game where you have to defend this little tiny circle while they send waves after waves of enemies towards you, and you cannot move from that circle, but the game doesn't want you to just stay in the circle. And I feel like this kind of hinders the game quite a bit when it comes to those repetitive missions. If you're constantly doing that mission or constantly having to defend something that is not clear what you should be doing, I think that sometimes hinders this game. The fact that you can fly with some characters, jump, no character is hindered with anything. Any character you pick, if you're a Hulk fan and want to play as Hulk the entire game, you're more than welcome to. So there is no bias based off of which character. But you can pick different characters and redo the same missions over and over again, which gives some replayability to it. You get gear as you're going through these missions. That gear is gonna power you up, make you stronger on top of your levels. So you have a leveling system where you can change your abilities, change your attributes, upgrade your abilities to allow you to do better attacks and defense. And then the gear that you get all buffs how powerful you are, which allows you to do some of those harder missions. There are some boss missions that you can do, kind of like your like little weeklies or dailies, where you have to fight a boss, but it's at a specific power level. So if you need to be at a power, you want to get better gear by grinding out some of these missions, some of the story, some of the gameplay, to get that better gear to move forward. Having said that, this gear is invisible gear, and that is probably by far one of my biggest complaints, is you get equipment that equips, but it doesn't change anything. It changes stats, does not change appearance. There are cosmetics in this game that you can unlock while playing the game, but they are a grind. There are some that you unlock for just playing the story. Some you get these credits that you can use to buy cosmetics to change the look of your character that you can buy through vendors, or you have to use real world money to get those characters. it is kind of an issue for me there that the gear that you're getting doesn't change anything, but if you want something to change, you need to pay money for it or grind it out. Time is money, money is time. The story takes about anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to finish, depends upon if you're doing some side questing or if you're taking it a little slow. I think that if you enjoy the story a lot, take it slower, enjoy it, get a little bit more power level before you finish the campaign. This story has amazing moments of shining, and I think the fact that they tell this story through Kamala Khan's eyes instead of any other Avengers makes this story shine a little bit better than it would if it was told through the eyes of Tony Stark or through the eyes of Bruce Banner. You're getting a new, fresh upcomer that is trying to work her way into the realm of her heroes while in the same time trying to better herself. And I think it's fantastic. This story has some amazing moments to shine, and maybe I was fanboying because of this, but I by far think this is one of the best dialogues in the entire game.
Hey, Bruce. Long night? Ooh, long 5 years. At least it's quiet. It was.
Hey, back off!
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
Well, Kamala, your Emerald-eyed friend here is kind of on my shit list.
Sadly, though, I think this is where the game hits its peak when it comes to the dialogue. The game checks enough boxes in the story for you to be engaged, for you to understand, for you to play and continue on and know what you're doing, know who you're fighting, and know what you're dealing with, but without getting you super invested or super worried about ramifications of what will happen to characters. If you can bear with it, I think you will enjoy it. Take it for what it is. It's not going to be no Emmy Award winning script. Now, while playing this game, I have ran into a few bugs and glitches that are not horribly bad, but they are kind of annoying. There's been times where I was doing a mission and the enemies forgot what to do or how to do it. So they just stand there and you're waiting to move forward or waiting for them to attack you and they don't know what to do. So they stand there and you just have to restart and move forward. Also, while I was on the final boss, the game just freaked out, didn't know what to do, and just stopped working. Luckily, there's an autosave feature. I was able to reload the game and get right back to this moment to finish the game. The frame rate is another issue. I was playing this on a PlayStation 4 Pro, but I had some issues where the more characters are on the screen and more enemies, sometimes your frame rate tanks and it starts getting a little choppy. It's not horrible, but it is noticeable. Take it for what it is. The future content, I think, is what's going to keep this game going and what's going to make this game better. There is plans for Hawkeye, is already announced as the first DLC that's dropping. There's going to be new raids already dropping, and they're updating to fix all the bugs and glitches and add more content, more cosmetics, and future different side quests that you can do. I think that will keep this game going. A complaint that you might have with future content is the Sony Marvel Spider-Man is coming to the Marvel Avengers game. However, it is a Sony exclusive character, so you have to be playing on PlayStation to get that character. That might rub you the wrong way, and I understand. But there are going to be plenty of characters that are coming in the future with new raids, new missions, new stories to continue on with this gameplay and with the story that they've already set up for this world. I am super excited to see what more they can offer for this game. This is kind of the rundown of what there is to offer in this game. I do not like review scores. I do not like this game is the game of the year. I don't like that. I feel it's better to tell you what is good with the game, what is bad with the game, and you make your own decision. My personal opinion, if you think that you can handle another Destiny or another Division that's decent, pay the $60, play it, enjoy it. What do you have to lose? If you are skeptical on that or you like Destiny but you didn't get too much into it, maybe pay $30 for it, wait for it to go on sale, give it a shot. It's definitely worth $30. Know that you're going to get future content and future updates that will keep this game fresh and keep this game going. Alright guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. You guys are amazing. If you guys have questions about this review or want to see more gameplay in action, I do stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch. I'll throw the link in the description down below. You're more than welcome to jump in there, ask me about this review, ask me about the game, or even just watch whatever game I'm playing at that time. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please think about giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, turning on notifications so you know when the next video goes up. I do at least a new video every week, and would love to keep doing more of these. Until next time, guys, let's just play.